So y'all said people say they like messy buns and everything. So y'all getting this messy bun in the middle of the night. Let's go on and do this filming. Well, hello, my whole squad. Yeah, this bun is doing something right now. Just let's ignore that elephant in the room. But it's the middle of the night, and I woke up and I said, oh my goodness, I forgot to do this video. So I said, oh my goodness, get your butt up and do the video before you go back to sleep. So that's what we're doing. So let's put on some rings, put on a little lip gloss. Was gonna put on some clothes and everything. I said, girl, it's the middle of the night. You better put your robe on and keep it moving. So let's keep it going. It is underrated time again. Underrated time, and this time we're going to talk about a note that is popular at this time of year, and that's cherry. At first I really don't have a lot of cherries, but I do have some. So let's go ahead and do the underrated cherries. All right. It's all lopsided. Why my bun look like this? You know, I want it to be like this. I don't know. Anyway, cherry. We all know what cherry smells like. If you're into fragrances, you know what cherry smells like. It's, sweet and juicy, and it is more perfect for the fall because it's a little deeper, richer when it's used in fragrances, as opposed to something like, a citrusy vibe or something like that. This, that has a little more, it has a tendency to be a little more fall-like. I don't know why, but it is. It's a stone fruit, and so it has this kind of deep richness to it. Now, I have to be honest, I went through a cherry phase really early on, and I bought a lot of cherries, and I actually have a cherry video. Like, I swear to y'all, it was either 2019 or 2020. It was probably the early 2020, where I talked about a lot of cherries that were available then, because I was into cherry, and then I was talking about dark cherry and amber, the Lolita Lampica ones, things like that. And I got rid of a lot of those that I talked about in that cherry video. And now I have a different type of cherries, but also I don't have as many, because then cherry had a moment. Cherry still is having a moment. So I kind of got off of buying them, because I was like, oh, I've done cherry. I've got some cherries that I like, and then I was done with it. But now I actually do have more cherries, just a few, and we're going to talk about them. Now, of course, this is a underrated. So most of these are not super popular ones, aren't talked about. We know this. This is how I roll. And we are going to have our giveaway. Now, I was going to embed it really deep in here, but let's just go and talk about the giveaway. The giveaway, of course, is you will get decants of all of these for the new people, because the people who've been watching these underrateds know exactly how this works. You will get 5 ml decants of everything that's spoken of. Now, in order to be in the giveaway, you have to subscribe. So go and hit that subscribe button. You got to comment. See how we do this? We doing all that algorithmy things right away. You have to comment, and in your comment, tell me any cherry fragrances you like, or do you even have any? And leave cherry emojis. Cherry emojis. All right, so let's keep going. Let's talk about these cherry fragrances. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about cherry fragrances. We're going to start off with a couple that I've had for a while. This is Rihanna's Cherry on Top. This really don't get talked about. Really does not. I don't think anybody really talks about this one. This is like a cherry caramel. So it has notes of caramel. It has cherry. That's how it reads. So it's like a cherry. It's like a caramel candy. It smells like a caramel candy, a cherry caramel candy. I don't know how I'm saying this wrong. I don't know why I can't get it out, but it is. That's what it is. got vanilla in it. So it's like, because you know, you have caramel, it has to have some vanilla in it. So it has vanilla, it has this caramel, and the caramel is very rich and prominent, but you've got cherry on top of it. So it's like if you had a cherry caramel candy. Yeah, and as it dries down, you get some woodiness to, like, you know, calm it down and everything. But the cherry does stay very well in this fragrance, but it's more about the caramel too. So as it dries down, you get a lot of caramel. So you have to like caramel. So for you gourmand lovers, you all will like this one because it has a nice amount of caramel in it. All right, so that's cherry on top. Then we have this one. This is, apparently I've been saying the name wrong. I think it's Idolan by Dreamhouse Ikiryo. This is one of my very first fragrances from the line. And I bought it because it was a boozy cherry, and that's exactly what it is. When I was first hearing about him and Vincent, and I wanted to try something, ooh, and this cherry has gotten really prominent. So it has this really good cherry note. The cherry is very prominent. It's got the booziness to it. So it's kind of like a cherry cocktail. The booziness really plays well with this. Yeah, and this is just, the cherry is cherrying, for real cherrying. So this is Idolan, because I've been saying Idolan this whole time, but apparently it's Idolan. I think that's the way they said it. Him and Jerry and Vincent, you know, I stand corrected. So this is Idolan, and this is, like I said, it's a boozy cherry. This is come back. Matter of fact, I'm just letting y'all know, I am getting a new bottle of it because I'm almost out. I'm almost out of it. So I'm almost out of it. I'm almost out of it. So I'm getting a new bottle. I'm doing my last order because you always seeing this on Friday. This is the last day to order. Buy one, get one free. So yeah, I'll be getting this today. Y'all, almost forgot about this one. This is Mont's Intense Cherry. See how I bet this is so underrated. I even forgot I had it. Is this something about these Mont bottles that make you want to shake it up and then like feel like you about to spray the room? Because these look like room sprays to me. But anyway, I digress. Partly why I forgot about this one is because this is the least intense cherry of all of these. It's called intense cherry, but it ain't that intense. So this is like for you if you want to like tiptoe in the cherry. And this is more of a bright cherry. This isn't as deep as a lot of these cherries. It's and it has like this lemony vibe in the beginning. Now that I've had this thing for years, totally forgot about it. I think I was thinking about decluttering it, but this was before I was really hardcore decluttering. I might still declutter it. But yeah, it is a cherry fragrance, but this is a lighter cherry. So this will give you the cherry vibe, but it is similar to like Intense Cafe to me, which I know the Ristretto they say is much better, but the Intense Cafe, just like the Intense Cherry, the payoff isn't as long lasting as you would like. So this more becomes like a lemony rose as it dries down. So but in the beginning you do get a nice cherry burst, a little burst of cherry, but it don't last. So this is Intense Cherry. All right, I'm about to pull this one out. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. This is underrated, discontinued, extremely hard to find. And this is Viktor and Rolf's Dancing Roses. I have to be honest, this was the first one that I got from this set. I did have the Discovery set, so I kind of knew I liked it, but this is a boozy cherry rose. And a lot of people say it smells like cherry cough syrup, so it can be off-putting, but it is so gorgeous to me. It is. I love it. I've always loved it. And let me tell you something. It does get compliments when you wear it. I haven't been wearing her lately, as you can tell. But I might have to pull her out and spin the block again with her because I really do enjoy this fragrance. And sadly, these got discontinued and they are very hard to find. Victor and Rolf was like, yeah, we done with this. We ain't coming back with it. But honestly, I think if they brought out Dancing Roses again, but it had a moment. Let me say this. Dancing Roses had a moment when they discontinued it, because I purchased this right before they discontinued it. I kind of regretted at first that I didn't get another bottle of the ones that I have, because they went half price, and baby, that's when they became popular. But that was pandemic pricing. So that was 4 years ago. So that is Dancing Roses. Now, these are kind of newer to my collection. So we're going to talk about these because, like I said, I kind of was off of buying cherry fragrances, and now I've gotten a little bit more into it. So we're going to start with this one. This is Moresque Perpetual. So I have to be honest. This is giving straight cherry almond vibes. If you want them people see cherry almond, you think lost cherry, then say lost cherry. But I like this so much better. But I don't have lost cherry. And I'm not going to pay his pricing. And I really did get this at a really good price. This is 100 ml, which is much larger than what Moresque usually does this style of bottle in. But it is a really sweet, delicious cherry almond fragrance. I really do like it. I was like, ooh, because I was like, oh, it's smelling like, lost cherry. But I was like, you know what? You ain't got lost cherry. And this is giving that vibe. It is giving that cherry almond. Now, it doesn't have any, booziness to it or anything. But what it's giving is a beautiful cherry almond. And if you can get this, and if you like cherry almond, if you haven't bought lost cherry because of the longevity, the pricing, look for this, because fragrancebuy.ca was where I got it from at a really good price. I don't know if they still have it in stock, because this is a newer Moresque. It might be in. If it is, and this is a good one. So that is Perpetual. Then I have this. This is by St. Dupont. This is Pure Bloom. I bought this because it is a white floral, basically tuberose cherry. And I was like, ooh, okay, let's do this. Because we know I love tuberose. I love white florals. So I like different iterations of them. And so this is a cherried white floral, very tuberosy. So when you first spray it on, you get the bubblegum tuberose. It's giving you sweet white floral, very bubblegummy tuberose. And at first I was like, okay, whatever. But as it dries down, you start getting the cherry, and the cherry becomes very pretty, very beautiful, very prominent. So this is St. Dupont's Pure Bloom, and this is very inexpensive. But like I said, you have to be into the white florals. You have to like a bubblegum tuberose, because that's what you're going to get in the beginning. Speaking of cherry tuberose, I forgot about this one. This is Histoire de Parfums Tuberose number 2 Virginal. I'm definitely showing this one to you because this is easier to find, right? So this is an easier to find, and not just Pure Bloom, but there's another one from this one that we know you can't get. But this one is a cherried tuberose, definitely a white floral. And if you know anything, if you don't know about the Histoire, the tuberoses from Histoire de Parfum, there's tuberose on every level of it. So this is very tuberose heavy, very kind of more greenish tuberose. But baby, let me just tell you, the cherry in this is so beautiful. It really envelops you in this cherried tuberose. I will tell everybody when I first got these, because I was blind buying. This is in my serious blind buy, buying everything heyday in the panorama. And I got this and I was like, oh, this is pretty. It's nice. But then the magic happens. This is definitely a kind of more spring, summer cherry, right? Because this is a lot airier, a lot lighter. But the breeze hit me and the cherry came out and I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. So this is a beautiful cherried tuberose, just gorgeous. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily wear this time of year, but because it's now getting really cold, this would be one of the, as they say, transitional fragrances. So if it's still a little warm where you are, still wear this. I wear this in the spring and like early fall. So this is Tuberose 2, number 2 version of. I totally forgot about that one, child. Totally forgot about it. Now, another new one to my collection is this right here. Is this. Now, La Petite Robe Noir, we all know, they've got a cherry thing going. But I'm telling you about this one because this is a newer version. This is Absolute. And this is rose. I'm sorry. Not rose, I have a different one. This is a cherry tea. This has black tea in it. So this is like a nice black tea, a cherried black tea. It is really nice for this time of year, but this is definitely not as it has a deepness because it's a black tea, but what I'm saying is it's not one of the heavy stewed fruit cherries. So this is a really nice, if you like tea fragrances, this is a cherry tea. You will love it. This is newer. This has just come out. I finally got my hands on it because I had some issues with getting it. Let's have the story time in case you don't know. Okay, so I tried to buy this twice from FragranceNet. The first time they sent me the original La Petite Robe Noir, which I don't have. And when I looked at the size bottle, I kept it because first I was going to return it, but then I didn't notice until I opened it that it wasn't the right one because they all look the same. But on the box, this says, I'll show you the box. Which one is this? Y'all pulled out the wrong one. Here we go. Here's the one I want to show you all. Is this one. See what I'm saying? They all look like that's the original La Petite Robe Noir. Now, let me show you. Let me tell y'all crazy. So that's the original, which is the original cherry. But this is the one, and this has tea in it. So it has this nice, sweet kind of tea vibe, right? But the only way that you know that this is the absolute version is because it says it right there, right? The original, the Eau de Parfum, just says EDP, Eau de Parfum. You have to see that. So got it from FragranceNet the first time, and I said, well, dang, I have flankers of it, but I didn't have the original. So I said, well, I'm just gonna keep this one and get this. And then I reordered it, right? Y'all, they sent me the same thing again. So I had to reach out to them and I returned that one. And then I was like, luckily Jomashop had it by then. Same pricing, because this was around $70 in the $70, not quite $80 price range. So I was like, well, let me just go and get this from Jomashop. So I did, and I finally have it now. So it took me 3 times for ordering this to finally get it. But yeah, this is a beautiful black tea vibe. So this is a black tea, a cherried black tea. So if you like La Petite Robe Noir, and I kind of got this thing for their flankers, and now I want a few more. Because I don't know. But anyway, this is, like I said, this is a really good cherry tea. So all that to say, it's a cherry tea vibe. That took all that. Okay. I'm just saying. Now these two, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if we're gonna keep these. This one I've been trying to get rid of for a minute. Nobody's taking me up on my offer. So let me just tell y'all about this one. This is called the Majestic Jardine by Alexander J. I know there's a few more other ones that people really like, and I've thought about buying some more because I kind of like the bottles, but I still haven't done it. But anyway, this is a cherry almond fragrance. This is a tester bottle. It has the notes on it. But here's why I have a problem with it. It has black pepper in it. I don't know why they decided to put black pepper. They be trying to get out fancy and shit. So they put black pepper in it because the notes of this is bitter almond, cherry flower, cherry, black pepper, vanilla, virgin cedar, and patchouli. Even there's something about black pepper. I like red pepper, the pink peppers, but when companies use black pepper, that's what I smell. So even out the bottle, I smell black pepper. Now, I'll be honest, once the dry down and the black pepper dissipates, is gone, it's a really nice cherry fragrance. It is got the cherry, it's got the almond. It's a really nice cherry almond fragrance. But the pepper on me, black pepper smells like I have just sat there and took a, pepper grinder and just somehow pepper grinded my whole body with pepper, and it has clung to me and it will not go away. So all I smell in the beginning is that black pepper, and I am not here for waiting for dry downs forever and ever, because the black pepper stays on me for quite a bit of time. It stays, like maybe 10 minutes, and I don't feel like it's smelling it for 10 minutes. I'm just being honest. Now this one I'm still spinning the block on. This is the House of Ouds Guilty Crush. Beautiful bottle. I love it. It just speaks to me, right? However, still not sure if I like it. So here's the deal. This has dark cherry and strawberry in the beginning, and you do get a deep dark cherry. Honestly, the dark cherry is very intense. I'm not sure if I can still work with it. But it is a very lipsticky fragrance. So it is dark cherry in the beginning, but what people really are looking for, if you want a lipstick, if you want that old school lipstick powdery vibe, that smell, this has it. But in the beginning, it has this dark cherry. The strawberry is there. You get a little strawberry, a hint of strawberry. But what you really get is that dark cherry. And the dark cherry is kind of intense. So you have to really like a cherry like that. So this is the House of Ouds Guilty Crush. It's a really, if you like lipstick, because there's a lot of people who like that lipstick vibe. It is that. I don't know if I like it to the extent that this is. I like lipsticky fragrances, but I don't know if I like it to the intensity of this. So if people who really like it, it's because of that lipstick, and it's giving it. So I'm all saying all this because it might be in a declutter at the end of the year, which would be right around Thanksgiving. We'll probably do a Black Friday declutter haul. You heard it here. You've heard it here. You've heard it here. All right. So those are all of the underrated cherries that I own. Let me know if you've got any of them. Let me, y'all know what y'all supposed to be doing by the time you've gotten here. You want to be in the giveaway. So go and leave that comment, share it out, do whatever you need to do. All right, y'all. As always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.